Looks like you're not going to be needing this, Minnesota. Hey, Aaron Hicks with an 8th inning game-tying single. Westburg takes one for the team. And Cole Irvin and the Baltimore bullpen come through in the clutch, including my man, the Mountain Felix Bautista. And they get a hard-earned 2-1 win against the Minnesota Twins, breaking a 4-game losing streak and going into New York in the winners column. We'll talk about the game after this. Let's go, O's! What's going on, Birdland? Your man Bopst is here, and thankfully, I'm going to be able to tell you that guess what? The Baltimore Orioles snapped a 4-game losing streak and beat the Minnesota Twins today 2-1. It wasn't pretty. It was downright ugly at times, but they found a way to battle and get the W. Let's go over into the box score real quick. So Minnesota finishes with 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. Baltimore finishes with 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. It was a pitcher's duel from the get-go. Winning pitcher is going to be Cionel Perez, who went 1 inning with a K, no earned runs. The loser is going to be Duran, who came in and only got 2/3. Minnesota tried to get him to come in and do a 2-inning save. He blew that save, and he ended up giving up 2 earned runs, which ended up being the deciding factor for the Birds winning. Hey, sometimes, man, when you're hurting, you need help, and he ended up helping get us over the line. So hats off to you, Mr. Duran. Thank you. Go to the Orioles hitting real quick. Gunnar Henderson was 0 for 2 with a walk. Adley Rutschman was 1 for 4. Anthony Santander was 1 for 3 with a run and a walk. Austin Hayes was 0 for 1, and he left the game with I think a left hip contusion after colliding with somebody running to first. So, hey, keep Hayes in your prayers because we definitely need him to bounce back and be in the lineup. He's our most consistent hitter, so hopefully this does not result in him missing any substantial amount of time. We need Austin Hayes in the lineup. Aaron Hicks came in actually for him, and he ended up going 1 for 3 with the crucial 8th inning single that tied the game up where Adley Rutschman was able to stink and score. Cedric Mullins went 0 for again. They moved him back to the 5 spot, and he did get some controversial strikeout, but my man's still 0 for, and said is just not returned back to his normal self. Hopefully he gets that scored away in New York. Ramon Urias, he goes 1 for 3. He ended up getting replaced by O'Hearn. O'Hearn drew a walk. Westburg is the one who took it off of his wrist. I think it was like 102. And he took that bad boy off the wrist, but he took it for the team, and guess what? That's what got him over the hump. So, hey, Jordan, way to man up. Way to stink and stick in there. And, hey, you got a ribby out of it. I know it's painful. Hopefully he's not injured. But he got the game-winning RBI. So that's pretty cool for Jordan. Mateo went 0 for 3 with a walk. And then Anthony Bemboom went 1 for 3. He had 29 total at-bats. The Birds had 2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 earned runs. Or runs that were not on errors. They did K 10 times. So some things to clean up. But, hey, how about Cole Irvin? Cole Irvin worked out of a bases-loaded jam in the first. He got a real crucial strikeout, and I remember thinking to myself, like, here we go. You know, this is going to be it's going to be a thing. He's going to end up going 3 or 4 innings, and he's going to have traffic in every inning. And, you know, did Cole pitch terribly? You know, all things considered, it doesn't matter how he got it done. It doesn't matter how many hits or walks, because he did give up 6 hits, 1 run. That run was earned, and he also gave up 3 walks. It really doesn't matter how you do it, bro. As long as you're getting quality innings in, and the simple fact of the matter is he only gave up 1 run. So was it pretty? No. Is he working through a lot of traffic? Yes. Did I expect, you know, Kyle Gibson to struggle and Cole Irvin to have a 5-inning, 1-run game? No. It was actually the exact opposite. But hey, Cole, you know what? You did about as good as we can expect you to do, and I will take the pie in the face whenever you'd like today. I think you've earned another game. So, hey, way to keep the Birds in the game. You only went 5, but we'll take it, dude. we will take it. Baker came in and pitched two innings. He had 1 K, gave up no runs. Cianel Perez, who was the one who got the win, who moves to 2-1. He went an inning, and he had a K with no hits, no walks. And then Felix Bautista comes in and strikes out everybody. It doesn't matter who he's facing today. I mean, that last pitch was on the inside corner. It was 103. I mean, he just reared back and let him have it. And who wants to see that at the end of the game? 6'8", 100 and bajillion pounds. And that guy's coming downhill to you when you got 2 strikes. No, thank you. I'll pass. But Felix, who should be named to the All-Star team, if he's not named to the stinking All-Star team here in a couple hours, what a stinking shame, because that guy has had a phenomenal first half of the year. So, Baltimore, the Orioles, they battle. They got the W. And that means they go into that 4-game set with the New York Yankees on a high note. Now, hopefully Austin Hayes is healthy. Hopefully Jordan Westburg is healthy. So they possibly could be going into that 4-game set in Yankee Stadium down a couple of guys. We'll have to wait to see on that. But it is very good for them to get back into the win column. That's crucial. And hopefully the Birds will run into some less formidable pitching where they can get these bats back going, because the pitching has done their job in the past 2 games, giving up 1 run in each game. Hey, we'll take that all stinking day. You boys keep hustling. But the bats, somebody's got to get them things out of the freezer, and we got to get hot again so that we can string together some W's. So, Baltimore, let me see, what was the announced attendance? 16,299, so about a third of capacity. Game time was 2 hours and 40 minutes, and that W moves Baltimore to 49-33. The Tampa Bay Rays have not played in Seattle yet, so technically right now, at the time of this video, they are 6 games back of the Tampa Bay Rays, so they move a half game up on them. Hopefully the Mariners can handle business and send the Rays home on a losing streak. Minnesota goes to 42-43, back under 500, and ironically enough, they are still leading the AL Central. And we'll get to see them in 4 days. So, I mean, we're not out of the woodwork, okay? 4-game set against New York, which I will be doing a game preview, or a series preview on New York. So make sure that you tune into that. And we'll preview all 4 games and the pitchers and some of the matchups and everything. But right after that, all we got to do is go back up to Minneapolis and face these guys again. You know, the same guys that we could not get the bats going for nothing. I mean, hey, we won 1 out of 3 games, and we avoided a sweep. Hey, out stinking standing that we avoided a sweep. But the simple fact of the matter is, just to keep this in perspective, Baltimore just played 3 baseball games, and they scored 4 runs, 4 of them. So, we need to get the bats going. That's what we need to do. We need to see that in New York. We need to start getting hot. We need Ced to get out of his slump. Hey, we need Adley to get kind of out of his slump. You know, he's going 1 for 4. He's getting the base knock every game. I think his base hit today was like, you know, a dribbler to third, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, we're just not really barreling up the ball. I think we got some long swings. And maybe it just is the stinking pitching, because Minnesota has got some really good pitchers. But at the end of the day, the good news is, like I said, the Birds win 2-1. Hard-fought battle. And just when I'm saying that they look like they're not stinking showing up, like mentally, you know, it takes a lot of mental fortitude to, when things are not going well, and you going into the 8th inning, and you can't string anything together, and then you happen to do what needs to be done to get out of there with the W. Hey, tip your cap, man. Hats off to the Birds. Way to stinking battle. I love to see it. I love to see the work. So, Baltimore goes to 49-33. Like I said, they're 6 games back at Tampa Bay at the time of this video. And, hey, celebrate. Celebrate, baby. celebrate, because it's been 4 games since we're able to say, hey, we're in the win column. That's something to celebrate. So, go stinking Birds. Hey, if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, like, share, subscribe, comment on this video, tell me what you think, because this could possibly be a turning point back to the old Baltimore Orioles that we saw as far as at the beginning of the season. I really hope so. I hope we go up to New York and handle stinking business, because I don't know about you, but I can't stand the Yankees. I can't stand the Yankees. So, I'm glad that we're going up there on a 1-game winning streak. Like, share, subscribe, comment on this video. Look forward to interacting with you guys. Go stinking Birds!